In this month's show, you'll meet Morocco's former captain, Medhi Benatia. We'll spend a day at the races watching the fastest camels on Earth. And we'll run through the Qatari desert, following one of the world's toughest extreme treks. In their brief 12-year history, Doha's Duhail have clinched the Qatar Star League title 7 times, establishing themselves as one of the most successful teams in the Qatari peninsula. Former Juventus defender Medhi Benatia has been instrumental in solidifying Duhail's defence in the last 2 seasons.
Duhail is one of the biggest clubs in Asia. It's a club that holds high expectations. Every year, you have to win a title. We have to fight for the Champions League, the Qatar Star League, the Emir Cup, and so on. Although we're a very young club, we've already got a very good record in Qatar.
In February, Duhail played in the FIFA Club World Cup held in Qatar. After a disappointing opening defeat to Al Ahly, they played the 5th place match against Ulsan Hyundai, beating the Koreans 3-1.
We played better against Ulsan, the champions of Asia. So it was good. It was a respectable performance. We would have loved to have played Bayern Munich if we'd won the first match, but it wasn't to be.
Born in France, Medhi Benatia played for his father's birth country, Morocco, collecting 66 caps in his 11-year international career. In 2018, Benatia played a fundamental role when Morocco qualified for the FIFA World Cup in Russia.
It was a great achievement for the country. We'd been away from the World Cup for 20 years. It was too long for a country like Morocco. When we qualified, it was a huge relief. We really wanted to go beyond the group stage, but we're in a group with Iran, Portugal and Spain, and that was very difficult.
After dominating Iran for the better part of the match, Morocco conceded an own goal in injury time. An unlucky start to their FIFA World Cup campaign, particularly with Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal waiting for the Atlas Lions in their second group outing. 4 minutes into the game, Ronaldo stormed through the Moroccan defence to score the match's only goal.
Against Portugal, we lost 1-0 when we really deserved to win. We had more chances to score than them. We could have beaten them 2 or 3-1.
After 20 years away from the FIFA World Cup, the Moroccans' adventure in Russia was over. As a consolation prize, they bid farewell to the tournament with an impressive performance, holding Spain to an entertaining 2-2 draw.
I think we had nothing to be ashamed of. Portugal and Spain are both great football nations. We were proud to have played them at their level. It's a shame we didn't collect enough points.
Now retired from the national side, Benatia is looking forward to the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022.
I think that when you arrive in Qatar, you're surprised by the country's beauty and peacefulness. I'm convinced that the organisation and the infrastructure will be the highest quality. In an event like the World Cup, they'll do their very best. It's going to be a wonderful World Cup. And after that, people will come back on holiday or even migrate to Qatar.
At 34, Medhi Benatia is now part of Duhail's successful history, having no plans to leave the football pitches anytime soon.
I still feel quite young in my mind. I feel like I've loads of will and passion, above all, passion for the game. I'm still very happy to come to training sessions every day. As I said, as long as I have this feeling, I will keep on playing.
Camel racing is one of the oldest traditions in the Arabian Gulf culture. Every year, Qatar holds 3 major camel racing festivals, bringing together animals and owners from all over the Gulf region.
No doubt, camel racing is a very important sport all around the Gulf. That's why this sport has caught so much attention. Modern tracks have been built just for it, and there is a lot of money involved in camel transfers.
In Al Shahania, 30 kilometres from Doha, the Qataris have built the country's largest camel racetrack, with an 8-kilometre circuit.
This track we are in, it's probably as big in size as Heathrow Airport in London. I mean, we have these enormous tracks built and maintained to an international level. That's why I believe camel racing in Qatar is envied all over the world, because we give a lot of attention to it, the attention it really deserves.
In Qatar, the camels are divided into 5 different categories, running from 4 to 8 kilometres according to their age. In a long race, a camel can maintain a speed of 40 kilometres per hour. On the camel's back, nothing but a 3-kilo robot jockey. 16 years ago, the Qataris were the first to introduce these small robotic riders. The robots are controlled by the camel owners, who follow the race by driving alongside the track. Used as a means of transport or even diplomatic gifts for thousands of years, Gulf camels today deserve special treatment. After all, the best racing camels can cost over $1 million.
We have stars in our sport, and they have plenty of fans, just like you have in football or other sports. There are very famous camels. One of them is called Al Jazeera. You can ask anyone who likes camels in the Gulf region, and he will tell you who Al Jazeera was. This camel was as famous as a football or athletic star. She will never be forgotten. It's a shame. She retired some years ago.
خلدت ولا زالت تذكر الآن. هذه الجزيرة من 4-5-6 سنوات راحت انتهت. يلا يا شباب بتفوت فريق عندي لحركة الشوط. يلا يا مشاركين. يلا أهل الحجز. شوط الأول ثمون. الجاهز يقدم يا شباب. انتبهوا مشاركين.
The Qatari camel racing season runs from September to March. In 2022, it'll coincide with the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Football fans shouldn't miss a chance to spend a day at the races.
If you want to show your beloved sport, you must promote its best features. And the FIFA World Cup offers us a great opportunity to win over new camel racing supporters, making them follow the competitions, challenges, getting them excited about it. This is the only way we can introduce this sport to the whole world.
My name is Matthias Stuber, and I'm the chef here at Al Liwan restaurant in Doha, Qatar. Today I'm going to cook a classic German meal for you, a chicken fricassee, interpreted in a new way. It's a typical German meal. Everybody in Germany knows it, and children love it. We need cress, we need a chicken, we need chicken stock, we need onions, carrots and cream.
und Sahne. Fußball gefällt mir sehr gut.
I love football. I played football for more than 12 years, and I've always been in contact with football teams in my career. I have even cooked for Bayern Munich and other Bundesliga teams.
Und für andere Teams der Bundesliga. Die erste Erfahrung mit der Fußball-Weltmeisterschaft hatte
I had
ich
my first experience with the Football World Cup in 1990, when Germany played the World Cup final against Argentina in Italy.
gespielt hat.
I was only 6 years old. Today still, I get goosebumps when I think back at Andy Bremer scoring from the penalty spot. 1-0 Germany. That was the final score.
Für Deutschland geschossen hat.
We were world champions at the end of the game.
Ende des Spiels Deutschland Weltmeister war. ...2006 Halbfinale Deutschland
2006 semi-final, Germany against Italy. The game everybody was looking forward to. That match was full of tradition and history. But yes, in the end, Germany lost 2-0 to Italy, our greatest rival in football. The World Cup played in our own country, and we would not be in the final again.
Nicht mehr im Finale im eigenen Land. Unglaublicher Moment, dass
2014 was an incredible moment. Germany was in the final against Argentina again, just like 1990. Everything was possible. In the end, it went over the 90 minutes, as both teams were playing hard. It was a very hot evening and the players were already exhausted. Then the match went to extra time.
Die Spieler waren schon erschöpft und dann ging es in die Verlängerung. Es war definitiv ein emotionaler Moment für...
It was definitely a very emotional moment, probably for all Germans, when the World Cup was handed to Philipp Lahm and he lifted it. That was an unforgettable moment for every football fan. I would say every German football fan.
Das war ein unglaublicher Moment für jeden Fußballfan, würde ich sagen. Jeden deutschen Fußballfan. Die Möglichkeiten, die man hier,
The possibilities that you have, that you can experience in Qatar, are incredible. You can visit beaches, you can go on a desert safari with off-road vehicles. I would recommend desert camps, or, like I do, kitesurfing. That's the new hobby I'm enjoying now.
Gerade meinem neuen Hobby nachgehen, was das Kitesurfen ist. Qatar hat natürlich sehr viel investiert.
Qatar has invested a lot in stadia and infrastructure. They've even built a metro system to transport the fans to the stadia. I would say the Qataris are very well prepared for the World Cup in 2022.
Ja, für die kommende Weltmeisterschaft.
Since 1934, when the second FIFA World Cup was held in Italy, every host country has created a collection of postage stamps to celebrate the world's greatest sporting event. Last April, it was the Qatar Post's turn to launch the first in a series of 11 stamps to commemorate the first FIFA World Cup to be held in the Arab world.
Our goal when designing the World Cup postage stamp was telling people where Qatar is on the map. It also means that the country as a whole is ready for the challenge, and we welcome people from all around the world to all events taking place under the umbrella of the FIFA World Cup.
As is the case with everything about the FIFA World Cup in Qatar, there's an element of technological innovation. Like a stamp that can be scanned by your smartphone, showing you a FIFA World Cup promotional film. The best way to test the new stamp technology is to take it to one of Qatar's greatest authorities in philately, the head of the stamp and coin collections of the Youth Hobbies Centre in Doha.
All in all, hosting services are not very different from technology services. This state-of-the-art technology allows a stamp, on top of its design, to give you further information about the country, or any other subject you might want to show through the stamp scanning. I think that's an amazing thing.
Since childhood, Hussein Al Ismail has collected thousands of stamps from all over the world. Many of them worth a fortune nowadays due to their cultural and historical value.
Historically, stamps are a reflection of the country you live in, of your culture. If you take a look at a very small stamp, you'll see there's always someone who represents the country printed on it. You'll realise that every country invests its money on the best professionals for the stamps, photographers and artists. As a result, great care goes into the design. This elaborate work reflects the country's level of development.
Aside from his own stamps, Al Ismail is in charge of the Youth Hobbies Centre's large collection. Here, the football fan will be thrilled to discover an extensive sample of FIFA World Cup stamps.
Many collectors have already called me to say that they're coming to Qatar for the World Cup. These are international collectors, only interested in World Cup stamps. We're very happy to welcome them to Doha. We'll even try to organise a World Cup stamp exhibition to celebrate the tournament.
So now you know, if you ever receive a letter from Qatar, make sure you keep the stamp. It's never too late to start your own FIFA World Cup stamp collection. Running, swimming, cycling, 200 kilometres through the Qatari desert. Welcome to Samla, one of the world's toughest endurance races. Last March, over 250 amateur athletes, all from Qatar, took part in the 4th edition of Samla. Less than half, however, would finish the race.
Samla means perseverance, strength, challenge, and overcoming difficulties. It means trying to reach your goals no matter what the difficulties are. So that's what makes Samla a unique competition that represents the Qatari society.
The 37-year-old engineer Abdul Aziz Al-Tamimi has managed to complete the Samla race 4 times, always among the top 10.
The main purpose of all this is discovering my own skills and abilities. It's all based on my love for challenges. I've always wanted to challenge myself, trying to experience all kinds of sports. As it turned out, it's been really motivating for me. Samla brings me a unique and original opportunity for challenges. In terms of stage, running is the stage I enjoy the most in Samla, because it's one of my personal strengths. Swimming comes after running, which goes very quick. This year I really enjoyed the swimming stage because the water was quite cold. This helped to cool down our muscles after the effort we'd put in the first stage.
And Al-Tamimi won this year's Samla. He crossed the finish line after 21 hours and 13 minutes in scalding temperatures as high as 43 degrees Celsius.
The winner of the Samla 2021 is Abdulaziz Al-Tamimi.
Al-Tamimi cashed $140,000, 1/5 of the prize purse shared by all athletes who completed the race. But money alone can't explain the deep meaning of Samla for the Qataris.
Samla teaches us everything about patience and the perseverance that we've inherited from our elders. In that sense, they didn't have a choice. However, today, we do have a choice, and we've chosen it because we want to demonstrate the actual meaning, the value of Samla.
What about FIFA World Cup fans? Could they experience the true meaning of Samla in 2022?
I would recommend it to the World Cup fans who are coming to visit us next year. I would recommend them to challenge themselves and experience the different endurance phases, like the ones we've done in the competition. They may go to the same places or to similar ones. They can try the experience of Samla itself, its atmosphere. That's the best way to test your endurance with a race like Samla.
So, if you like endurance sports, welcome to Qatar. You have 18 months before the FIFA World Cup to prepare yourself. Next month, we'll follow the 2021 Emir Cup final in Doha. We'll meet an Italian chef with a passion for the Azzurri. And we'll spend a day with Al Rayyan's Argentinian star, Gabriel Mercado.